Kim Kardashian has now gone viral because in the new episode of The Kardashians, she talked about the 1969 Apollo 11 moon landing and whether or not it did actually happen.
I'm sending you, so far, 1 million interviews with both Buzz Aldrin and the other one.
Do it.
This girl says, what was the scariest moment? And he goes, there was no scary moment because it didn't happen. It could have been scary, but it wasn't because it didn't happen. So he's gotten old and now he slurs on his thing.
Dude.
Yeah. So I think it didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go on a massive deep dive is what's going to happen. Okay. I'm going to go on a serious deep dive.
I center conspiracies all the time.
I center conspiracies all the time.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't, Kevin.
Well, she doesn't think the moon landing happened to you, Bird.
There's a growing movement of people since the internet's come out that thinks it could have been a complete farce. Now, there's a video where someone says, you lied to the American people. And I'm almost certain it's Buzz Aldrin, and he punches the guy right in the face.
Oh, I love it, Buzz.
Yeah.
He does. He goes, how dare you question my credibility?
Well, NASA did respond to what Kim K had to say on this episode. And if you don't know, what are the best arguments for and against? Did we really actually land on the moon? Kim Kardashian, of course, she's the one that's going to blow this thing out into the open. Took an episode of The Kardashians that went down last night where her and her co-star Sarah Paulson were talking about Buzz Aldrin, kind of claiming that maybe they didn't actually land on the moon. She was referencing an old interview where he referred to animations that were used during the 1969 broadcast. Now, Reuters did confirm that Aldrin was referring to animations used by broadcasters, but he was not claiming that the landing was faked, as some people have confused. NASA is already fired back, and they said that, of course, we have landed on the moon, Kim K. Sean Duffy, who's the acting administrator, said, yes, we've been to the moon before 6 times. And he added that the Artemis mission is going back, saying we won the last space race and we'll win this one too. USA.
USA.
Now, there's a rumor. Now, we don't know if it's true or not, but supposedly there's 2 minutes of the first moon landing that has never been heard. It's been taken out. And supposedly they saw something. Now, this, again, goes into the conspiracy theory that when they got there, something was looking at them.
So you think it did happen and there was aliens there?
Well, I look up and I know there's a moon. Do I think that there's a possibility that there's an alien space base up there?
Space base.
Space base.
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Would you be that shocked to find out that there was an alien base on the moon?
Yeah, I would be shocked. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Got me.
Yep, got me shocked. Yep. Now, NASA,
He wouldn't.
I really wouldn't be. I swear.
Now, NASA did admit that some of the original tapes were reused or misplaced, which immediately, because people don't trust the government. I think that's a big part of it. We just really don't trust them. Now, another thing that's come up is, they've talked about the technology they had back in 1969. And they said, okay, the computers that we had, were they even advanced enough to even get us to the moon? Now, NASA engineers are noting that Apollo relied heavily on mechanical systems, analog redundancy, and immense ground support. And that's how they were able to do it, even though they were stunted based on today's technological terms. And they're just saying, look, we don't go back because it just would cost a lot to redo that technology. We've been focused on other missions to do other things in space. After you've gone to the moon, it's like, why do we keep going back?
Well, the reason, too, keep in mind, we were in a space race with Russia, and we did not want them to beat us. And that's why there's some people that said we faked it because we couldn't accept the fact that Russia was on our tail and they could possibly do it first. So they go,
yeah,
let's go ahead and say we did it. We won the space race. We got to the moon first. Now, that's not necessarily what I believe, but that's one of the theories that's out there.
Yeah, they were whooping our booty. They had the Sputnik. They got the first satellite up there going around, and so we were trailing greatly. We needed something to level up. Putting a man on the moon helped us level up. And that's actually one of the reasons that they cite why they believe the moon landing did happen, is the fact that the Soviet Union was tracking all the Apollo missions. and they were watching and they saw it happen, and they've never contested that we were the first to the moon. They said if we had bunked it or faked it, the Soviet Union would have been like, we watched. You guys clearly didn't land on the moon.
And when you watch stuff about the moon, any kind of special, you get this feeling that everybody was united and wanted it in the country, where we as one nation.
USA.
Exactly. And because, I didn't live in that time. I only know the time that I lived in.
The time of division.
Yeah. Well, what was it really where everyone felt united by it, or is that just something? Is that a bill of goods I've been sold? Was everyone so moon hopeful and so excited, or is that just what we've been told?
Ask the Juicy Daddy.
That's right. He was around for that.
Oh, I've talked to him about it.
Okay. Some of the other things they say why we didn't land on the moon, they say, look at that flag. That flag looks like it's waving. And they said in a vacuum, a flag would not be able to wave. But NASA's saying it's due to the flag's L-shaped pole and the motion from being planted as to why it appears to wave. Some other people said, too, there's lighting, there's shadows, you can see some strings and all that. And they're saying, no, you know what? It's just camera exposure, giving those little tricks to make it look like it was on a sound studio. It wasn't actually there.
The other argument is where when you see the background, there's nothing in the background. There's no stars. You can't see anything but, vastness. And they go, wouldn't stars be shown? Wouldn't other things be shown? Again, that's just one of the theories that are out there.
And they just say the camera exposure explains that. That's what they chalk it up to. And they do say, look, we came back with lunar rocks. We had 842 pounds of lunar rocks. And the composition had low water content and cosmic radiation and unique isotopes, all those things. It's not from Earth. So how do you say that if we didn't land on the moon? Where do we get these moon rocks from?
Are you more shocked if you find out aliens are on the moon or they've been in our waters?
Oh, under the ocean?
Yes.
They've been on the moon or they've been in the water?
What would shock you more?
I think being in the water.
That would really?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow.
There's a portal on the bottom of the ocean floor that opens and closes, and spaceships go in and out of it.
Or there's just parts maybe we can't get to that they can. They may understand it. They may even have the type of DNA or body to be able to sustain that kind of life.
Virginia really wants to be in this conversation.
I can't think of any place I'd rather be.
So this is all we have to do to make her not talk?
Yeah, that's it. And the ultimate slam dunk for NASA, why we did land on the moon, they said, look, we employed 400,000 people for the Apollo program. There were 20,000 contractors. For 55 plus years, all of those people have kept this secret. Can you really believe that would have happened? And so that's what they're saying is like, you just can't keep a secret like that. We were there, and for all these reasons, we did actually land on the moon. Don't believe Kim Kardashian. Who do you believe, Kim Kardashian or NASA?
I'm going to go with NASA on this one, dog.
I'm slightly leaning NASA.
Okay, I'll see what the people say. Who are you believing, NASA or Kim Kardashian? 86% of people believe NASA over Kim Kardashian as to whether or not we actually did land on the moon. She's saying that we did not.
Who is the 14%? Show yourselves.
Those are my girls. They're either Kim Kardashian fans or just insane, and I love them.